Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kadash. Forgive me the spirit and power to make this lesson. All right. I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach this truth and rule well by the spirits and powers that be. Wabrakatham unto the hopeful elect. This is the brother Gabar, and I'm back with another lesson, and this is going to be over. You need to have an intimate relationship with Yahweh Bahashem Shai now. Because when this word stopped going out, all right, that is actually teaching you how to do that and to come back to him, all right, through the fear of the Lord, okay, through Yahweh Shai, he's the way, right? When this word stopped going out, then you're going to want to have that relationship because all hell is going to be on earth. Whether you see it coming or not, which we do see it, all right, through the lens of prophecy, but also we see the signs and we see people in the world even saying stuff, all the time. But going into that word intimate, because it's not speaking literally. All right, roll down, it's kind of hot. It's not speaking literally a romantic relationship. It's not that, okay? This is what it means. This word intimate on Google says closely acquainted, familiar, close. That's what it's talking about. It says firm, the similar words, firm, dear, cherished, favorite, special, devoted. It also says a very close friend. Now, the scripture says in two different places, one in, I believe, Wisdom of Solomon. It says that wisdom maketh them friends and prophets, okay? So that's how you're going to become that friend. But the more of that wisdom you get, the closer you're going to be. That's what you got to understand once you do come into this truth, that you're supposed to elevate, okay? You're not supposed to stay as that little mustard seed and that's it. You're not going to move mountains with that. You got to grow into that full tree. You see what I'm saying? You got to get those roots deep, all right? Just like the parable of the sower. The one that fell upon stony ground had no root in itself. Yeah, they received the word and all that, and they were glad at first, but when tribulation and persecution came for the word's sake, then what? Then they fell off. They went back in the world. So once you come into this thing, you have to get rooted and firm and establish yourself. You have to be intimate with Yahweh Bahashem Shai and grow in that relationship together. Because when this time comes, you're going to definitely want that. Everybody is. That's why women are going to flock to the men of the Lord for that protection, because they have that relationship with the Lord. Because only the Lord is going to be able to deliver you. Okay? Nothing else is going to work. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Okay? Nothing is going to keep you from the wrath of Jacob's trouble and the wrath of the Lamb when he returns, that fire. Okay? Whatever is appointed unto you is not going to be turned away if you don't fear the Lord. That's Sirach chapter 1 and verse 21. Okay? Now, it says private and personal, okay? So, we need to be more personal with Yahweh Bahashem Shai. How do you do that? Okay? You pray more. You seek him more. Read more. Okay? Thank him more. Okay? Because when you first come in this truth, you start examining yourself, and it's pretty big things you start to put away. You stop eating pork. You don't commit adultery. Everybody comes from different walks, or whatever. You don't get tattoos anymore if you did or whatever. Whatever, man. But it comes a time where you really got to sit down and really examine yourself even finer. Because those are pretty heavy things, yes. Okay, but also the Lord's going to take you through tribulations. And then you got to still choose the fear of Yahweh Bahashem Shai then. That's a whole thing right there. Let's grab that. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 8. A friend, right? That's what you want to be in that intimate relationship with the Lord. Okay, that's what you're striving towards, to be closely acquainted with him through wisdom. Salakia. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? So what is the Lord going to do? You come into this truth, he's going to purge you, right? As Yahweh Shai said, every branch in me that bear not, the Father taketh away, but the ones that bear fruit, and I'm roughly paraphrasing, the ones that bear fruit, he purges it. What does that word purge mean? Very quick on Google. That word purge means rid someone or something of an unwanted quality, condition, or feeling. Right. It says remove, get rid of. Right. So it's not he taking away the bad branches and the good branches. No. He taking away the bad branches. He moving those the hell out of the way because he don't want those. And then the good ones, he's refining them. Okay. He's turning them as a potter, a clay is to a potter, you know, the one that forms it. All right, he's making them into something. That's what you're going to go through. And then you're going to go through all kinds of situations you probably thought you would never be in. Okay, and some of them is going to be because of what you did and you put it on yourself and the Lord wants you to fix it. And some of them are going to be thrown at you that you're going to have to deal with. And you're going to have to be contrite in that. You're going to have to be in an acceptable spirit, humble. You know, when you have much or when you have few, still being in acceptance, you know, whatever that is. Okay. Now, going back, it says a friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Correct. So the Lord's going to put you through adversity to test if you're a true friend. And we know the ultimate adversity is here. And it's only going to get worse, man. Jacob's trouble. We're going to go into ultimately the climax of Jacob's trouble, or the fullness of it, the hour of temptation. That's going to be the adversity. Will you fold? Will you let go of everything and hold on to Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai? Or will you let go of Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai and hold on to all of your possessions, everything in the world? He that saveth his life shall lose it, but he that loseth his life shall keep it, shall gain it. All right? In the Lord's name. You see? Salakia. But let's grab a scripture, James 4:8. Draw nigh to Yahweh, and he will draw nigh to you. There you go. So everybody is about to do what? Run to and fro, and I grabbed that in Amos. Everybody's about to be running to and fro to do what? To seek the words of the Lord, to get to Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai, to get on his good side, to find mercy. All those good things, right? To build that relationship, to call upon him. I'm your son, right? I'm your daughter, or whatever. But it's going to be too late. But now we have this opportunity to get ourselves together. This is what this time is for, this mercy period. All right, through faith. All right, because the law, we can't do it by the law. So now we're taken from up under the law by Yahweh Shai's blood. All right, and we're under grace, but that doesn't mean you don't keep the law to the best of your ability and you just be a wild nigga, you know, just be a jackass. No, you do the best you can to rehearse the righteous acts, and you increasing your faith. You shine more and more. What do you think that means in your walk, shining more and more? Personally, what do you think that means? That means you're fasting more, not just the Day of Atonement. You're praying more. Okay, you're thanking the Lord more. You're being more spiritual. You're watching your thoughts more and rebuking them. You're fighting the flesh more. You're fearing the Lord more, which is not choosing the pleasures of the flesh, but the Lord's pleasure, which is you departed from evil, what your flesh want to do, and you know that's off, that won't please the Father. Okay, you choose that way. Okay, instead of just being engulfed in it, you know. Now, Amos 8:12. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. And that word famine just means scarcity, not just depleted completely. Okay? Because the elect is going to be here on earth in the time of Jacob's trouble. That I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. Right? And these words are healing and comfort. It's the good news. Okay? And if you hear these words and you receive them and you do them, you're likened unto a person that's blessed, because you are blessed. Okay? Now, if you don't hear these words and you don't do them, well, you're going to hear these words. I say that. You're going to hear these words, but if you don't do them, then what? Then the wrath is not going to be turned away from you. Let's grab this. Because ultimately, people are going to be looking for the fear of the Lord when this happens, because they're going to want to be on the good side of the Lord, but it's going to be too late. You know, the Lord going to be active. I'm going to grab two quick ones. Proverbs 19:23. The fear of the Lord Yahweh tendeth to life, right? Okay? Eternal life. And he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. Right. So everybody's going to try to get into this hiding place, this truth. Okay. Believing in fearing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And they're going to be looking for that way. That's why they're going to be running to and fro. All right. To seek that word. But it's going to be too late. Why? Proverbs chapter 1 and let's start at verse 29. And this whole chapter is fire. It says, just straight to the point, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They were none of my counsel. They despised all of my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Right, which is what? Mischief, evil, death. Okay, because what? They chose not to fear the Lord. But people are going to be trying to look for it. All right. When this word is not going out no more, people are going to be trying to what? Abide satisfied. How do you do that? It said that the one that fear the Lord will abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil, with plagues. Psalms 91, Isaiah 33 and 6, right? So this is a time to really take advantage of this and run to the Lord now. Run to and fro now to the Lord. Seek him 10 times more now. Have that energy now, not then. All right, that's fake love, you know, right? This is the mentality you have to have in this truth. Okay, you don't want to be, the Lord, how about you? And then all hell break loose, and then you dead ass serious. But you was playing the whole time in the prosperity, which is not really prosperity now, but you get the point. Okay, now let's grab this. Where was I? It's Psalms 91 and verse 14. It says, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. And that's what we're going to want. Salakia. But that's what we're looking for. Deliverance, man, from the troubles we go through now, but especially in that time of Jacob's trouble. We're going to need that. That's why you got to be so in tune right now, because this ain't going to always be there. You ain't going to be able to just hop on the internet and click on that one dude that he really tend to your spirit on his breakdowns, and you really like that, and it always uplift you. You got to get that for yourself. Yeah, it's okay to watch those things, not saying, I ain't going to watch them no more. Nah, you can watch those things, okay? You can subscribe. You can like those videos of those men in the truth, and you should, but you have to have a serious mindset of applying those things that they're telling you, okay? That's the mentality you got to have, not just hearing these things, but doing them. As Yahushua said, I will liken him that heareth these things, that heareth his words, and do them unto a man that built his house on the rock, Salakia. And then the other man that hear him and do them not, then he didn't build on the right foundation. So when that storm came, his house was overturned. It was violently, torn down. Roughly paraphrasing, you could look it up, but you get the point. Okay, now is the time to do something about the relationship that you want with the Lord in the time of Jacob's trouble. You're not just gonna snap into a Slim Jim with it, and an angel just gonna pop up and, okay, yeah, we've been watching you, and this and nah, man. That's not. It ain't gonna happen like that. You got to be built up to that point. Okay. It says, Psalms 91:14 again, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Right. And a lot of people know the Lord's name, but they're not going to get delivered. Lord, right? So it's not talking about just simply knowing Yahweh and Yahushai, just the names. No, it's about knowing the names, yes, but also applying them in your walk. Okay, would the Lord be pleased with this? Probably not. Fuck. No, I ain't gonna. Let me ask a brother. Yeah. All right. I ain't gonna do that. Seeking counsel on things. Thanking the Lord when you go from destination to destination. The Lord ordains everything, man, and He'll show you. He'll show you good things, and He'll show you bad things. all to edify you or to chastise you, you know, and you got to receive it in the spirit. Okay. Now, this word known on Google says recognized, familiar, or within the scope of knowledge. Now, check out the similar words. It says well known, studied, investigated. There you go. All right. Studied, investigated. Okay. So you have to be well studied in this relationship that you have with the Lord, man, to be delivered. You ain't just gonna get delivered. Okay. Now, this word studied, when you click on it, the similar word, it says of a quality or result achieved or maintained by careful and deliberate effort. He hath known my name, that effort behind it. Okay. To know him more and more and more and more. That shine more and more. This word effort on Google definition, it says a vigorous or determined attempt. Now, this word in the similar words on Google right here says strive. It says make great efforts to achieve or obtain something. There you go. All right. You're making, what type of effort are you doing? You're not just, oh, I know the names. No, man, you're making a type of great effort, achievement. You know, it says set out. It says labor, struggle, aim, toil, work. There you go. Work. Ooh, this is a good one. This says do one's best. Ooh. You see? What are you doing the best at? Fearing Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai. Being charitable. The fear of the Lord is the root of all this, of that wisdom. Okay? You're drawing nigh unto him. You're doing your best to draw nigh unto him. That's what you're doing. Okay? Do one's best. Draw nigh unto him as best as you can by fearing him as best as you can. And yes, you're going to fall short at times, but you're supposed to get back up. That's what he wants to see. And learning from your falls. That's a whole nother ball game right there. Not only getting up from your falls, but learning. Because sometimes you get up and you don't learn and you fall on the same shit. You in a fight and they hit you with the same jab. You got to learn how to block it and you got to learn how to hit back. Block, hit back, conquer. Next demon. New level, new devil, right? Okay? So this is what we must do. Okay? Now, another precept. Psalms 37 and verse 5. It says, commit thy way unto the Lord, Yahweh. Oh, this is actually not the one I want to grab. The one I want to grab was in Sirach, Salakia. This is Sirach chapter, oh, my bad. Sirach chapter 4, okay. Sirach chapter 4 and verse 16. And this is speaking of wisdom, okay. And we know that the root of this wisdom is the fear of the Lord. It says, if a man commit himself unto her, right. If you commit yourself unto her, unto wisdom, right, which is how? By fearing the Lord. You go into this word commit. It says carry out or perpetrate a mistake, crime, or immoral act, right? But that's not what we're doing. We're not doing anything immoral or a crime or a mistake, okay? Now, right here, all right, but remember it said to carry out. So it's an actual action you're doing. It says on Google, pledge or bind a person or an organization to a certain course or policy. Similar words, devote, apply, bind, pledge, right? That's what we're doing. You see, we're devoting ourselves. We're applying ourselves to commit ourselves unto wisdom. We're applying ourselves unto wisdom. How? By fearing the Lord. There you go. Okay. And as much as we can, as hard as we can, day in, day out. Now, similar words on Google. All right. When it says carry out or perpetrate, it says carry out, do, perform, execute, enact, right? So you want to draw nigh to the Lord, you got to do something about it. You want to be delivered in Jacob's trouble, you got to do something about it. It's not just going to be you, oh, I know Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Rachah Chadash. Okay, I know, Apostle Tahar, this is the elder. No, man, it's more than that. Okay? You have to apply yourself. You have to commit yourself unto the Lord. Back in Sirach 4:16, it says, if a man commit himself right, if you do something, okay, if you fear the Lord, if you actually try and you apply yourself, if a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her. Right? You're going to inherit that relationship with the Lord. Because what? Right? Wisdom of Solomon 7:28. For Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. There you go. Right? He loves none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. You want the Lord to love you and you want to express that love unto him, then you need to dwell with wisdom. Commit yourself unto her. Fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai, and you will have wisdom and you will have his love. And grow in it. Do more. Examine yourself more. Okay? And then you're going somewhere. Okay? Then you can be delivered. Then you can have that confidence. Because you're not wavering because you're doing this bullshit that you know the Lord is not going to come to save people that's doing those things, you know, that you're doing. So you need to stop doing those things and do the things that he said, all right, is convenient for salvation. Okay? Now, that's pretty much all I had. Okay? Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kadash, for giving spirit and proud to make this lesson. Until next time, Kam Yasharallah Shalom.